Hey there, welcome back to Bookish Beauty and Barks. Let's get started with the quiz. Number 1, if you have more than 3 library books at home, you are a book lover. So if you have more than 3 library books at home, then you must be a book lover. Sometimes it can be hard to put into words why we love reading or why we are different from other people. We might think that because we love books, we know we are book lovers, but we may not be able to tell why we are one. But don't worry. Here are some signs to help you determine if you are a book lover. Number 2, you enjoy watching others read your favorite books. Imagine you find someone else reading your favorite book. It is as if you are experiencing the story all over again for the first time. Even if you don't know them, you may feel the urge to talk to them about the book and ask them what they think of it. And even if they've never heard of the book before, you may still find yourself recommending it to them. No. 3. People assume you are introverted because you spend so much time reading. Reading requires focus, attention, and a certain level of solitude in order for us to get fully immersed in the story and its characters. As a result, many people assume book lovers are introverted. In fact, according to a study conducted by the British blogger James Clear, most readers tend to be introverts. In his blog, he explains that since introverts require alone time to recharge, they spend a lot of their free time reading in order to find new perspectives and ideas in literature. Number 4, you always carry a book wherever you go. Carry a book. There's nothing better than getting lost in a good book. And if you're a book lover, you know exactly what we mean. You're probably the type who reads a physical book and carries it around everywhere you go, like to the park, the beach, the bus, and even the bathroom. Since book lovers always carry a book wherever they go, it can be quite difficult to surprise them with a new book. They will likely notice if a new book is missing from the shelf. Number 5, you dislike parting with your books. Do you often feel sad when you finish a book? Many avid readers experience this emotion when they reach the end of a great novel. They spend weeks or even months with a particular character in their lives and suddenly have to say goodbye to them. When this happens, they are faced with a deep sense of loss. Book lovers tend to develop strong connections with the characters of their favorite stories, which is why it can be difficult for them to move on to reading something else once they've finished a book. After all, they've just spent a lot of time with the characters and now have to say goodbye to them. Number 6, you relate to fictional characters. How often do you find yourself relating to fictional characters? If this happens a lot, you could be a book lover. This is because we tend to read books that feature characters similar to ourselves. For example, if you're an adventurous person, you may enjoy reading books with characters who go on exciting adventures. Or if you're a shy person, you may prefer to read about characters who are also shy. In either case, we often find ourselves relating to these characters because they are simply an extension of our own personality. Number 7, your bookshelf is a source of pride for you. A good book lover knows the importance of having a well-organized bookshelf. This is why they spend so much time carefully organizing their collection of novels. The way we organize our books can say a lot about us as individuals. For example, if you arrange your books by color, you are likely a creative person. If you organize them by size, you are probably more logical and practical. And if you arrange them by genre, you are most likely an intellectual who enjoys learning new things. No. 8, you always have a book in progress. A true book lover always has a book in progress. No matter how busy they are, they always make sure to find time to read a few chapters every day. Even if they don't finish the book within a year, they know that they will eventually get back to it and finish it. Book lovers never abandon a book unless it is absolutely terrible. And even then, they will usually finish it just out of spite. Number 9, you easily remember quotes from books. One of the perks of being a book lover is that you are constantly exposed to beautiful quotes and sayings. This is why it is easy for them to remember quotes from their favorite books. In fact, many book lovers have a favorite quote that they can easily recite from memory. This is not only because they are fans of the book, but also because the quote has some truth to it. That's why it stuck out to them in the first place. Number 10, You want every book to become a movie. Have you ever wanted a book to become a movie? If you have, then you are definitely a book lover. This is because we tend to be passionate about the stories we read. And when we hear that a book is being adapted for the big screen, we immediately get excited. We start imagining what the characters will look like and how the story will be told visually. Of course, not all books should become movies. But if a good book lover had their way, every single one of their favorite novels would be produced into a film. Number 11. You prefer buying books over buying things. If you are a book lover, then you know the feeling of walking into a bookstore and getting lost in the stacks of books. It's hard not to buy a couple of books when you're surrounded by so many amazing stories. In fact, many book lovers would rather spend money on books than on material possessions. This is because they get more enjoyment out of reading a good book than they do out of owning the latest fashion accessory or gadget. For them, a book is an escape from reality and a chance to explore new worlds and characters. Number 12. You judge people by their books. Let's face it, we all do it. You meet someone new, and instead of asking them about their interests or hobbies, you quickly scan their bookshelf to see what they're reading. Don't lie. You know exactly what we're talking about. You're probably thinking that this is wrong, but it's actually not. In fact, it's quite common. We tend to judge people based on what we see, whether it's their clothes, their car, or their bookshelf. It's just human nature. But if you're a book lover, you take it to another level. You don't just glance at the titles of their books. You pick them up and browse through them. You want to see what kind of stories they're reading and what kind of characters they are interested in. This is not because you're trying to categorize them or label them, but because you genuinely believe that a person's books can tell you a lot about them. If you got 9 to 12 correct answers, you are a genuine book lover. You should consider yourself lucky. Being a book lover means that you have a passion for reading and learning, which is a wonderful quality to have. People who love to read are often more successful in school and in life because they are better able to communicate and think critically. Plus, reading is a great way to relax and escape from the everyday grind. So if you love reading, embrace it and enjoy it. The world needs more book lovers. If you got 6 to 8 correct answers, you are not quite the book lover, but you still have a passion for reading. This is a great thing. Not everyone loves to read, so you should count yourself lucky. Keep reading and you will become a book lover in no time. If you got 3 to 5 correct answers, you may not be a book lover yet, but you have the potential to be one. Don't worry. It's not too late to start reading. Pick up a good book and see where it takes you. You may be surprised at what you discover, not only about the story and its characters, but also about yourself. If you got 0 to 2 correct answers, don't worry. You are not a book lover yet. However, you still have time to change that. Start by picking up a good book and see if you can get hooked on it. If you can, then congratulations. You are on your way to becoming a book lover. Just remember that it takes time to develop a love for reading. Don't force yourself to read if you don't want to. Instead, pick up a book that you will enjoy and let your love for reading grow naturally. So did you like this quiz? Are you a book lover? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe to the channel for more fun content. Thanks for watching. See you next time.